Zombie Brunch, I think. Okay, well, I've been sitting here for like 15 minutes and the nervousness isn't going away, so I'm just gonna start. Hello everybody. Welcome to my corner of YouTube land. This is my yarn wall. It is full of yarn. Anyway, hi. I'm Christina. I have been, I learned to knit when I was 13. I also crochet and dye yarn. I am a head dyer at Mourning Dew Studio, which is not ready for sales just yet because of COVID. So hopefully this next year we can make some progress on that front. And I can do more of what I want to be doing. Anyway, I don't want to talk about myself because I'm very uncomfortable in front of this. So I want to get right into what I've been making this year and then what I'm planning for next year and how I plan out my year and my seasons and my months and how I schedule my time and all that. So that maybe this will help you in the coming year to, you know, meet some goals, make some goals and meet those goals and feel like you've accomplished something, because this year that has been absolutely ridiculous. I've actually been so productive. So I want to share what I've learned with you and show you a bunch of stuff. So let's get started, I guess. By far, the thing that I have made the most this year are these tops. It's actually not the design I set out to make. These little, they're based off of Girly Knits Bra Top by Lauren Riker. I think it's a free pattern on Ravelry. But it's made from the bottom up. And then, you know, you work this tube in the round and then you separate and then you decrease up here and then you finish with your things. And I absolutely hate making anything bottom up. I am top down all the way. I think because I have long arms and a long torso, so anything that I make, I like it to be longer there. So I like to use up all the yarn I can to make it as long. And sometimes if you go bottom up, you get a little nervous if you're going to have enough to finish the top. So I just like to top down, easier. So anyway, I made so many of these and I made a ton in Malabrigo, and they take 2 skeins, well, a skein and a half. So 150 grams of worsted. I also made them in DK weight. Most of them are from my Knit Crate subscription. Like this is, what is this? This is merino alpaca nylon. So what I did is I got it, I love this base so much. It's so soft and so warm. So I got it in 3 different colors. I bought 3 crates. It's like, because I loved it so much, I got all the colors they had. So then because it's 150 each, I had exactly 150 left over. So I dyed them black and made a black one and you can't even see. You can't even tell those all match. But anyway, these are all non-superwash. And I prefer to make these now in non-superwash. Like I said, I made a whole bunch in Malabrigo. I made like 6 in Malabrigo. And they're gorgeous and they're so soft. And they stretched widthwise. And then, so they got really, really short and were super, super huge. And they were just so, I got so tired of wearing them because they would get stretched out. I don't make these with superwash anymore. I don't think I will ever make a close fitting garment in superwash ever again. Ever, maybe, I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I haven't really used superwash for more than shawls. But anyway, I also made it in Cascade 2020. This is a discontinued color. Isn't it gorgeous? Purple, purple. I made, this is a silk blend from Knit Crate again. Merino, what is this? Merino silk alpaca. Super, super warm. These two are worsted, and then these 4 were DK. So I redid the pattern to be, so I can do worsted and DK. And then they had this other base that was merino, cotton, and alpaca. I have these made in the full size, but they're put away because they're summer wear. So I also made little cropped versions because it gets really hot here. So again, I got I love this base so much. I got it in 4 colors. I think these were a color and these were a color, or this was one and this was from, I've had a Knit Crate subscription for 2 years. So yeah, mostly I just use it for tops. If it's DK or worsted, I use it for tops, and if it's fingering, I'll make a shawl. And then sport, I don't know what to do with sport weight ever, so I usually, I just have like a pile growing of sport weight because I don't know what to do with it. I do have a pattern for these cute little shorts, but I haven't made them yet. I don't know if that's on my list of stuff to do next year, is I want to make a pair of shorts. But anyway, the really fun thing about these is like this one and the one I'm wearing. Like I said, it takes 150 grams roughly. Some of them take less, but I always have 50 grams left over. So what I do is I make these little dog sweaters. So I have, well, this one is just for her, and then this is actually one that I'm finishing up right now to match this one, but I will show you. Come here, sweet girl, come here, come here. I have to wake her up because she's sleepy. No, let's say hi. No, let's say hi. No, she doesn't want to say hi. Okay. She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to say hi to you. Do you want to say hi a little bit? Do you want to say hi a little bit? No, she's sleeping. She doesn't like it. But anyway, you can see it really fits her well. It fits her perfectly. Look at how cute she is. Come on, say hello. Say hello. She hates you. Look, she hates everybody. But it like rounds out her bum real nice. We match right now. You probably can't tell because my shirt isn't. Say hello. Oh, look at how sweet she is. She's old. She's 10. She wants to go back to sleep. Anyway, that is, I'll have links to everything that I'm showing you. Perfect Fit Dog and Cat Sweater by JL. It's actually a pattern generator. So you can use any weight you want, any weight of yarn you want, you just get your gauge, and she's got some math for you that's really, really super easy. I love these little increases down the front that you can't even see because it's not, she's got such a little chest, you don't even see her chest. This one got pilly. She likes to rub against stuff because she doesn't like to wear them, so she tries to take them off. But she has no fur, so she has to wear them. But yeah, you can make any kind of neck you want. You can do whatever you want. It's a really, really nice pattern. I think it took me 3 tries to get perfect fit on her. And these are all, these are non-superwash. The brown one is superwash, actually. This is a superwash. Oh, look, you can see those increases so much better in the light colored yarn. I did this one differently because, see, I didn't line up those knits to the purl, because now I line them up so they line up on a knit, because I'm ridiculous like that and everything has to be perfect. So yeah, now I only make hers in the worsted. I don't make her stuff in DK or anything else because I don't put clothes on her unless it's cold. I am gonna have to make it for bulky because I did buy some bulky for her. I don't like to use bulky, but I bought some for to make some sweaters for her. Okay, my next project. I'm totally obsessed with this pattern. Like it's insane. Hang on, let me put these up out of the way. So this is a shawl pattern. It is called All About That Brioche by Lisa. Oh God, she's German, I think, or something. Hannes. I don't know how to say her last name, but it's called All About That Brioche. And I have made, hold on, I think only three full ones. I made one in fingering. The pattern is in fingering, and it's a symmetrical garter. It's actually symmetrical. So it's not like one end is bigger than the other. They are, you'll get a point in the middle, which is why I like it. It stays on real well. So you do it with two colors if you want. That's the first one I made, and I didn't do a very good job on it because I don't like to read. I don't like to read patterns. I like to just kind of wing it and go my way. Now this one, the pattern's written in fingering, but once I did that one, I did it in DK. This yarn is from a local to me indie dyer called Strung Out Yarns. She's taking a break though. I hope she comes back because she did actually both of these are from her Strung Out Yarns. See the difference? She can be like, I don't know, really bold and bright, which that is so not my thing at all. This is totally my thing. This dark and dreary. I love it. I love this one. This is one of my favorites. And then because I love it so much, I had to make it in an Aran. This is cashmere. This is merino cashmere nylon in an Aran weight. You're not even gonna be able to see this, but this is my own dye. This is dyed 4% with Dharma's True Black, and I used 3 skeins of the cash Aran. And then what I did for the brioche, I had this like planned in my head. Come back, I'm losing my focus. I had this planned for like months and months and months. Come back. It doesn't want to focus on me now. Okay, so I had this for months. Do you see this poking through the brioche? This is juniper. Oh my gosh, it's a merino cashmere blend. It's the what was it? Jupiter Moon Farm. It's 14 is the name, I guess, of the yarn. 14. It's like a chainette thing, and the color is Bordeaux Petal. And it was like, I just went around, like, I just Googled, like, you know, cashmere yarn, burgundy or whatever, because I wanted a deep burgundy in between this black. Can you see it? In between this black, just the little slightest hint of red. I love it. I love it so much. It's just perfect. It's like a shadow. I love it. It's the exact perfect thing. You did it. There we go. Okay, finally back at me. I'm a goth girl, so anytime we get a little, I love dark colors. I love dark, like moody colors, which is why I started dyeing my own yarns, because I couldn't find what I wanted, because if you're a goth girl, you got black, charcoal, and gray, and that's it, and no one really caters. So I started making my own, and maybe maybe I'll do an episode maybe where you'll get to see my deep dark rainbows, because I have a bunch of different rainbows that are deep dark, and I've got lots of plans for that, to get that out there. Okay, this isn't very long. I thought I'd ramble on forever and take longer, but we got some rambling. So my one big goal for this year, 2020. Oh, I'm not done. I'm not done, guys, because you know what? This is why I'm so obsessed with this pattern. Not only does it, I'm going to show you this one because the black one you just can't see. So you're going to see a lot of burgundy. I love burgundy. I love this purpley red. I just love it. The brioche part is not my favorite part of the shawl. My favorite part of the shawl is the actual, it stays on. It stays on. So I have a bunch. I don't know if you're like me, but I have a whole thing here just with random skeins of fingering yarn that's a DK weight that I just had to have. Like, I saw this is an alpaca blend, I can feel it, but I had to have them. Like, you see this, you know what, they always get me with the names. You guys gotta stop naming this stuff, fun stuff like this. Chaos Theory Fiber Arts, she just came back. I lost her for a while. This is called Vampire's Kiss, so guess what, I had to have it. This is the very first skein of an indie dyer that I ever bought, that I ever bought, because of the name Vampire's Kiss. I had to have it. Still, nothing is good enough for this. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it ever. Blackened Rose, just because I like the name. It's a gorgeous color. I don't know what, it's not my color, but I don't know what else to do with it. Anyway, so I have so many of those. So what I did was the brioche shawl. The base of it is a 6-row repeat garter stitch, 6-row repeat garter stitch. And I'm obsessed. It's so easy to memorize, and I just mark one stitch and I know where I am in the pattern, and it's so, oh my God, it's so fun. So I basically just took every one skein that I had that I didn't have anything else to do with it. Like this I bought, oh my God, and I don't know who made this. I know it's called like, oh my God, I bought this at the Virtual Wool Festival, Virtue Wool Festival. Zombie Brunch, I think. This is Tarhi, I think is how you pronounce it, because I'm nuts about wool. I love trying different kinds of wool, and I absolutely hate showing you a yarn that I can't tell you. Knitcircus, Flying Trapeze, Zombie Brunch. Okay, I'll put that in the notes too. So it makes these perfect little I'm worried I'm going to tap my mic if I put it on, but here. It's so perfect, and it stays on you. So this is one that is Birchfire from Witch Candy. So and you need like 400 yards. I just use the whole skein because I also like to use the whole skein. So I measure until like I have enough for the bind off. You have to be careful because this is a tip whenever you're making stuff. This starts here, right? It goes all the way down to here. So when you're here, pay attention to where you start your bind off, because you want your end to end up on this. You don't want the end to weave in to be the point of your shawl. Guess how many times I did that one? That's why the first one I made is not my favorite, because I ruined the point because I didn't pay attention to where, because of course it didn't read the whole end of the thing. It was like garter station. I was like, whatever. Another thing. Because doing it in garter wasn't enough. I had these skeins of, hold on, this is ex-boyfriend sweater, Oink Pigments. We all know Oink Pigments, right? But this is sport weight, so there's not enough yardage to do the garter. So I did the same thing just in stockinette. So I just purled the wrong sides. And I got a full one out of sport weight. So if you have a single sport weight, I don't know that it would work for a single worsted weight. You could try it, but I don't know. Definitely, probably not Aran weight or bulky. No, not bulky, because I tried bulky, it didn't work. I tried with 2 bulkies and it wasn't enough. I hate bulky yarn. Oh. So anyway, I made 2 of those. This is, yeah, I think ex-boyfriend sweater or boyfriend sweater, ex-sweater boyfriend, ex-boyfriend sweater. I know this is like, oh my God, I have so many of them. Pumpkin, All Hail the Pumpkin King, I think this one is. Makes a nice, and it's pretty thin. I like the pooling. It looks like a tiger, even though it's gray. It reminds me like a tiger or something. Really pretty. I don't wear orange. Orange is not one of my colors. So anyway, I made a whole bunch of these. Tons, and I have like 3 more that I'm working on. So, last project I'm going to show you. And then I'm going to talk about how I got all this done this year. My goal for this year was to make a sweater. I've never knit a sweater. I've crocheted some cardigans. But you know, crochet just for wearables is not the same because it doesn't have the stretch, and I don't know. They're never as soft. They're never, it's like they're knotty, so they're never like stretchy. They're never comfortable on my skin. I have allodynia, so I have trouble with what can touch my skin. But anyway, I made a sweater. You're not going to be able to see it because it's black. But I'm going to show it to you anyway. It's great. It's great. It's great because actually I'll wear this on one of my next ones and then you can see how beautiful it is. It's just plain black, a V-neck. Can you see it's a V-neck? It's a V-neck. This was on the Beach by Isabel Kramer, and it's funny because this pattern was actually written for, I made gauge, which me making gauge is a miracle because I am a very, very loose knitter. It will go down to 3 needle sizes to get, because I knit so loosely. I have arthritis, so I can't really hold stuff real tight. So what I did was I made gauge on this, and I made the extra small because this is superwash. This is actually Willow yarn daily worsted, which is what I use when I want an affordable superwash. Their colors are great. They have so many colors. They have a ton of colors, and it's like $5.99 for 100 grams. So it's cheaper than Cascade. I don't think it's merino. I think it's just, actually I can check the label. Make sure I got this. This is one I have for one of Lola's sweaters. This is Holly, colors Holly. It's a very pretty green. So this is Oh, this is their DK weight. It comes in bulky, worsted, and DK weight for this daily. Willow, the daily. So, can you come back to me? Are you gonna focus on me? No. Hello. Hi. Okay, kind of, maybe. Yeah, 100 gram balls. So it's like $5.99, I think, and sometimes you get free shipping if you spend so much. I don't know. So yeah, just 100% superwash. Who knows what it is? You know what? It blocks up real nice and soft though. So, I mean, I've been wearing this against my skin with no problem. But I will say that I actually like Peruvian Highland wool is my favorite wool, next to cashmere, of course. But you know, not everything can be cashmere. I mean, really, let's be realistic. You can't have everything be cashmere. So anyway, I made this with 0 ease. I mean, it fit me like a glove while I was making it, and I did that on purpose because superwash, as I learned from my little tops, stretches like crazy, and I hate it. So I made this. It has the contiguous sleeves. It's not a raglan. It's the I can't remember the word, but it's not a raglan. It does like this weird thing on the. But anyway, I loved it. I love these sleeves. It's kind of like a raglan. It's top down, one piece. I wish you could see it because it's so beautiful. So I did it completely to my measurements, 0 ease. It fit the whole way. I had to add a few stitches to the sleeves, but I do that anyway when I pick up around because I don't want a hole in the armpit. So, you know, you pick up some extra ones around there. And then I didn't actually decrease until I got past, you know, this fleshy part of my arm. Then I decreased here. And I learned another trick from someone on YouTube. I cannot remember who it was, but she was saying to make your sleeves 2 inches longer than you want them to be. So I made my sleeve, I like this bone right here. So I made my sleeve to this bone, and then I did 2 inches of ribbing. And I got like 8 rows per inch, so I did 16 rows of ribbing. Because you're going to lose 2 inches for the bold of your, or the bend of your elbow. So I did that, and they are perfect because I hate short sleeves. I hate when your sleeves come to like here and you're like, oh, like everything I buy because I'm so thin, it comes to like here, and then you look like you're wearing, you know, your little sister's clothes, or, you know, wrong size hand-me-downs. And the other cool thing about this is they have you do down the sleeves and down the body of the sweater underneath the the underarm. It shows you do a purl, a single purl stitch. So it doesn't, it like acts as a seam, so the body of it isn't twisting, your sleeves aren't twisting around. I haven't cut, you can't even tell, I haven't cut off, I wait till I wear something a few times. When I'm done, I weave in my ends, then I block, and then I wear it a few times until I'm convinced I can then snip these off and they're where they're going to be. But anyway, I'm sad you can't see that because it's so ridiculous. But yeah, that was my first sweater, and I'm so excited that I made it. I haven't decided if I was going to pick up around the V-neck yet. I haven't decided if I even want to. I have plenty left. I used 3 skeins on the body. I had left over, but I did 2 full and then some of the third, and then each sleeve I started each one skein, and then I had a bunch left over, but I work them tandem. on 9-inch circs. So I do like whatever the repeat is, I'll do one repeat on one and then repeat on the other, and then I just go back and forth until they're done, because that's the only way I can get myself to do sleeves. Apparently I just learned that. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about, did I go over everything? Oh, that color, actually, the Willow Daily black, did not come this black. It came lighter black, and I had to actually dye it a couple shades darker. But their other colors that I've got from them are fine. I got like most of their heathers and some of the dark colors. And I didn't have to, the colors were perfectly saturated. It's just the black is not as black as I prefer my blacks to be. So that's it for everything that I've made this year. But if you want to keep watching, I'm going to talk about how I got 48 items done this year. What do I have left this year? I have, well, I'm going to go over that in my next video. I'm going to give you kind of a regular episode where we'll talk about my whips and everything, but I want to talk about how I get everything done. So first what I do is, because I have every single one of these has a yarn in it, and this square right here on the end has stuff that actually I have a plan for. I just have, it's on deck. It is on deck. It is in my notebook. So first what I do is I have this little notebook, and I write down what I have. So these are 2-color shawls. So if I have like two skeins that I know I'm going to use for a shawl, I'll write them in there. And then I have tops for my tops that I make. Anything I have for those, then single skeins that I have a plan for, I put them in there. And then sweater quantities get written down on a separate page. So every page has what I have. So I have it all here. You could put it somewhere else, but I just like having, I'm a notebook person, so I have like a million notebooks. So then after that, I have this one. And this one you're not going to be able to see because I write in pencil, because I have to be able to erase things. I very rarely do I write in pen unless it's going to get thrown out. So I'm trying to see, like here I'm on December. So how I work my stuff is I go by seasons. So I decide what did I want to finish this winter? What did I want to have ready to go when winter hit? And that was my cash errand. This was my big one that I wanted this done for winter. This was my big winter item, and my sweater. These were the first 2 things that I started when I started my winter stuff. So for me, winter is November, December, and January. So I'm trying to see when I finished. I have way more notebooks. So I actually finished. Yeah, I started the cash errand at the beginning of November, but I actually I started that sweater, oh my God, a couple months ago, I think. So anyway, work out your year however you want it to be. Like my year doesn't actually start in January because January is part of winter. So my spring starts in February, March, and April. So that at the very beginning of February, whatever I want done for spring, I'm going to start first. So what I typically do is, so I do 3 months. I do 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, 3 months. So like for December, I'm almost done. I don't even know. Oh, I know I'm doing another brioche next month for January. So everything that I want to do in that 3-month span. So for spring, the first month of spring, I'm working for spring, and then the rest of it is usually getting ready for summer, anything I want done for summer. And then summer, I'm working for fall. And that's, I can have, what do I want to wear the first day of fall? What do I want when fall starts? What do I want when winter starts, when spring, you know? So that's how I start. And then to actually keep track, I have a monthly planner. I start a monthly planner. This is this month? No, this is November. Hold on, let me get you to December, because then we can see what I have done. So this has my, here I write what I want to get done this month, what I plan to get done. And then here is what I'm on my way to hit my 48 done this year, get done. So what I do here is I mark where I start something. I mark it down here. And that's just mostly so I can pop it into Ravelry and keep track. This holds me accountable, and I like filling stuff in. So then before, earlier in the year, because I was having trouble scheduling my time, get down, leave her alone. I did a, what do you call this, a weekly planner, where you could actually see where I wrote stuff down. And I actually did. I was making a brioche, so it says brioche band 1. Brioche band 1 finished. So that was to kind of help me figure out how long things took me, what time I had to work. Like I didn't have my day broken up. So now I have my day broken up, and so my day starts when I get up and I feed all the animals. And so the beginning of my day, from when I wake up until my husband is off work, I work on what I call my most difficult project, whatever I have to really focus on, and I have to be there. And that could change every day. Like once I get to a certain part, like those brioche things, those are mindless knitting until I get to the actual brioche thing. And then that becomes my first of the day project where I have to pay attention. Right now it's a shawl that I have to, it's not really hard, it's just I have to pay attention or I mess it up. But like these shawls are mindless, that doesn't even work. I would never work on that during the day unless I had a high pain. I have chronic pain issues, so if I was having a high pain day and couldn't concentrate, I'd be working on that all day long just to work it through. So then anyway, first part of the day, really have to focus on making sure you don't mess up. And then once my husband's done with work, this year he's been working from home since March, so I still use that as a break in my day. So when he's done with work and he makes it into the living room, I will switch projects. And that's to something that, because we binge watch a lot of shows and stuff, so it has to be something that I don't really have to pay attention. So like right now, that's one of the dog sweaters, because I can pay attention, I cannot pay attention. I might only need to pay attention for a few minutes, and then, you know, like those increases, and then it's fine. And then once he goes to bed, so that's from like 5 to like 10-ish. When he goes to bed, he takes the big dogs and goes to bed, and then I take my little dog and my cat, who are sleeping together. They hate each other, so they're so cute right now, but they hate each other. We come into my craft room. I have a motorized recliner that I sleep in because like I said, I have pain issues. I don't sleep well. I can't get in and out of bed, so I have to like be reclined and then come back in. So I'll come to my chair and I'll pull my TV out here, and I usually watch knitting, you know, on YouTube. I watch all you guys. And I'll sit and knit, and that is my mindless knitting right now. I'm making a hat, so it's either one of these or the, you know, a hat. Like what is this? A sockhead. This is a sockhead. I should have mentioned that. This is a sockhead with this is, Once Upon a Corgi, but she changed her name and I don't remember what it is, so I'll try to find her. But this is Pumpkin Throne or something, and you know what, I got it because it looks so good with, I had just started bleaching my hair and it looks so cute with my hair that I had to have it. Where was I? So at night, my mindless knitting, and I catch up on all the YouTube knitters, and that is my day every day. And well, then the weekends, more mindless stuff, depending on what he has. If he's got yard work to do, then I'll work on. But I usually take the weekends off to do easy stuff. Also, I wanted to tell you that when you hit a snag, because I hit a snag in like April and May, I hit a snag and none of my projects were working out. I had taken those tops and I had wanted to make them in sport weight, and I wanted to make them in fingering weight, and I wanted to make them in bulky weight. And for some reason, I thought it was going to be totally easy because I had gone to worsted weight and DK weight without a problem. I had been able to figure out the gauge for the DK and it was perfect and everything. But none of the other ones worked out, and I got nothing done that month, those 2 months, because I kept trying and trying. And what I should have done, and what I'm going to do next year, and what I've already done to a project, I was working on the lunar spine shawl, and my floats were showing through. And once I figure out how floats will not show through, then I'm going to finish it. But I kept, like, I was on this mission, like, you're going to finish this, you're going to figure it out. And then I was like, you know what, I don't care, I just want to go back to, so like, if you're not getting where you want to be, just stop and put it in a drawer and forget about it, and go back to this that has all your ideas, or this that has your ideas for that season that you're in, and pull something else down. Or go back through your stash and go, what do I want to work on today? Because that was really, that like hindered my progress, because I was so stuck on, you have to make this, we have to finish this. I already started, we have to finish. And then I was like, I really want to be enjoying this time. Like, I have goals to meet, but that wasn't really in my goal that I had to have those. I have so many tops. I don't need them done, and I could totally not have fingering tops ever. I can have sport weight top. I don't need them in those weights. DK and worsted is plenty enough. And I also needed to have room for instant gratification. So don't get so focused in your planning that you're not enjoying yourself. And if you need to make a stupid hat, or if you get a skein of yarn that you just need to have, that you need to make up immediately, instead of putting in your stash, go ahead and do it. Go. What do I have that I want to do? I mean, I go through my queue on Ravelry all the time and go, what's here to add it to my list of things. So now that January is coming, I have to go back through and see what isn't in my book and put it in my book, and I got to start planning. Well, I still have January to go through. January is part of winter for me, so I already have those planned out. But then starting in February, that starts my year over for this stuff. Let's see. Oh, also celebrate at the end of the month. I am in a stash busting group on Facebook, and I found that helped me to be excited and like brag and celebrate what I did this, at the end of every month I take a picture of everything I finished that month, and I post it in there, and everyone's like, what do you do with so many shawls? Like, I wear them. What do you mean what do I do? I wear them. Some of it's stock for sale, but eventually I'm going to make some money with my stuff. Someday. It's just going to happen. I just know it. So really think about your goals. Think about your goals. And think about what you want to accomplish next year and do it. Schedule time for yourself. If you need to schedule it, schedule it. If you have to keep yourself accountable, do it. Because I had never done that before. I would just kind of knit what I felt like knitting, and sometimes I would forget that there were things that I wanted to knit because they were somewhere in here, and I have sweater quantities of yarn that I've had for years that I never finished a sweater, never even started a sweater. This is the first sweater I started and finished, and I think it took me like a month and a half because I didn't work on it. That I didn't even have scheduled. That was, I worked on it when I felt like it. So then the sooner, like the more progress, like once I got to the sleeves, I was like, whoa, this is almost done. Next time I'm doing the sleeves before I finish the body, because the body was a whole lot more fun. So I'm one of those, I know how I work. I have to get the crap out of the way first. The stuff I don't want to do, I have to get done, because then I'm really motivated to do the stuff that I want to do. So that's how I work. So yeah, I've been talking for a long time. Anyway, I hope you sat through all of this. I didn't write how to end this. I have nothing prepared for how to end. So I'll tell you something about me. I foster dogs and kittens. I have a foster dog right now who is a little monster. He's terrible. And then during the spring and summer and fall, all through kitten season, I bottle feed kittens that are abandoned, that their moms are gone. Moms are, sometimes they come from feral colonies, so we can get them homes. Sometimes something's happened to mom, or mom's not around. So that's what I do. I foster animals, and I like it. It's a lot of work, but I like it. I like that I do that, I guess. I like animals, so. I like animals more than people, so. But now I'm just gonna ramble, and it's gonna get embarrassing, so I'm gonna stop, and if you could see my cat and my kitten, or my dog, and I guess he's a cat now, he's not a kitten, but I've had him since he was 10 days old, and he was supposed to die, and he didn't. I saved him, and I love him, and he thinks I'm his mom, so he can't leave. They're like cuddling together. They absolutely hate each other, but he jumps on her and stuff because he's bigger. Anyway, next time we will have a more ordinary, I hate using the word normal, ordinary episode where I'll go through my finished objects, I'll go through my whips, I will go through squishy yarn. I got a lot of squishy mail. So I also will probably talk about dyeing at some point, dyeing yarn, and show you some of that stuff that I have coming up. I don't think I have anything that I dyed, because I pretty much use it right away. I dye for specific projects, and what was really good for dyeing was a knit crate, because they have protein. They don't send you acrylic. I hate acrylic. Do not work with acrylic anymore. And before, now you can pick your colors. They give you, if you want to know they give you a preview of the next month, and you can pick, I'm probably making you dizzy going round and round. They let you pick what colors you want, and they didn't always let you do that. So as long as I liked the base and I could over dye the base, I would get that month, and if I didn't like it, I would just dye it black, because whatever, if it's black, I'll wear it, like who cares, as long as it's a nice base. So that actually started my dyeing was Knit Crate, and I joined Knit Crate because I wanted to try out different bases. I love trying out new fibers, and I love animal fibers. My quest now is to try a bunch of different types of wool, superwash, non-superwash. I'm still kind of leaning towards the non-superwash. I hand knit anyway, and then I throw it in my washing machine for this on the spin cycle, and then I'll let it dry. You know what else I do for touch-ups? If you're not ready for a total wash, take some soak, soak, Euclid, whatever, put in a spray bottle. Put in a spray bottle with some water and just mist it like a Febreze on your stuff. I do that all the time when I don't want to wash something. Oh, and then I also have this thingy, the Gleaner, for any pilling that happens. And that's how you take care of your knits. I don't know. I don't ever put anything in the washer. I don't find that it needs washing. Oh, it's not like clothes where you wash it. You wear it once and you have to wash it. I just hang stuff up and give it a spritz with my soak, because I have a ton of those, in the pouch, like the one serving, not one serving, you know what I mean? Like the soak comes in the travel size pouch things. So just do that, because I have a ton of those. Those just come in those Jimmy Bean bag, whatever. Those bags. I had that subscription for a while too. Knit Crate's the only one I've stayed with because I like them. Anyway, now I'm rambling, so let's turn this off, shall we, before we hit an hour. So anyway, stay tuned, and I'm going to do we'll start videos. I'd like to go weekly. I'm thinking of going weekly. Because you guys, I watch every night, and you guys don't put out videos fast enough for me to have something to watch every night. So I feel like I need 31 people to watch. So I have at least one show to watch every night when I go to bed. So come on, if you want to start making a video, make videos. It's not that bad. It's really not. I will watch you. So do it, because we need more knitters on YouTube. Anyway, guys, I'm so excited. I hope you had a relaxing time, and I don't know, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you sat there and knitted, and maybe just had me on in the background while you were knitting or crocheting or weaving or spinning or felting or whatever it is that you crazy kids do. Anyway, yeah, I guess I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.